Thank you for logging on to the PawCast for the week of Monday, November 26th through Friday the 30th. Hello, I'm Mr. Andrews.
And I'm Miss Pegram.
And here's what's happening on our team this week.
All right. Hello again, everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful Thanksgiving break, getting some well-needed rest, just enjoying this time with some good family and friends. So I wish you the best with that. Next week in ELA, we are going to be starting our first draft of our ecosystems books. We talked about this in class. We've done all the research needed, and now we're really needing to put on our authors' thinking caps and our illustrators' thinking caps and bring that creative aspect into writing our very own books. So I'm super excited about this. I know a ton of the students are. This is the really big part of this unit. So be prepared for a lot of writing, but it's going to help us and work through. We've already done our research portion. Now we're taking breaks on that and starting our writing portion. So be prepared for that next week. We are going to continue with our reading packets. Guys, I just want to stress how important those really are too. It's going to help you with all aspects of what we're learning in class. You know, the reading comprehension, the fluency, the vocabulary, working with main idea, working with theme, working with inferencing. And those are so important because that's what we're going to be doing throughout the year. No matter what unit we're in or something like that, we're going to be using those throughout the year. Those skills we're going to be using throughout the year. So those will start back Monday. So be looking out for those every week. Due on Thursday, remember. With social studies, we'll continue with historical figures, important figures throughout history, that kind of thing. We won't do every president, and we'll also add to those historical figures other than just presidents too. But look out for that coming up next week as well.
During the math portion of our school day, we're going to continue dividing 2-digit dividends and 3-digit dividends by 2-digit divisors. And we'll be getting a single-digit quotient. A lot of math code words there. Our fifth graders can understand those, though. We're going to continue, like I said, Monday and Tuesday of this past week, and then Monday of this week, we're going to have one more day of practice, a test on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we'll continue dividing in a fifth grade manner. During the science portion of our school days this week, we're going to continue our weather and climate unit. Yes, we're getting back into the content area. I'm looking forward to that. We're going to talk about how clouds form, the different types of clouds, and the types of likely precipitation that would come from those clouds. We'll talk about thunderheads, stratus clouds formation, cumulus cloud formation, and even cirrus cloud formation, which our students know no precipitation comes from those high wispy clouds that are just ice crystals. By the end of the week, we should get close to starting to predict weather and how to use weather instruments, look at the clouds and conditions to be able to make those types of decisions. During the science fair portion, this is what's going on in the background for all of our fifth graders right now. Students have spent this previous week deciding on a testable question, and they spent the rest of the week, all the way into this weekend, becoming experts on their testable questions topic. So now, as we go into this coming week, we should be at that point where we can now make a hypothesis. We've gathered information about our topic, we've become experts, and now we can make a hypothesis about what we think will happen when we test the question that we have in front of us. So the hypothesis is based on any information that's been gathered about the question and the ability to gain expertise by researching the topic. So that should be what's coming up this coming week, November 26th through the 30th. Some students may even get to the point where they begin testing their testable question. So if you have any questions, please refer back to the previous week's PawCast. I did spend about 9 minutes talking about the whole process, but this week It's Hypothesis Week because we've all become experts at this point.
All right, finally, here we go again. It seems like it's been forever. It is riddle time. All right, listen closely. When you need me, you drop me. And when you don't need me, you pick me back up. What am I? All right, thanks again, everyone, for listening to the PawCast. See you Monday.